I need my debit card back.
You're muted, Steve.
All right, it's Annette's Wi-Fi. It stinks, is what she said. But hey, we want to welcome everybody. Northern Utah Jobs. We have Eric Johnson here, branch manager of Elwood Staffing in Ogden off of 30th. Annette Brooks, the site manager for ES Quality, and Isabella, a staffing recruiter for Layton, Utah, the Layton branch. I want to first start this conversation off by kind of a some sad news. In Tremont, and West Liberty Foods had a pretty big fire, it sounds like, early this morning last night. And I'm not sure what's going on over there, but I imagine that, there's some people that are displaced right now, and I hope everyone's safe. I hope everyone got out, okay. And, we're sorry for all those families that are affected by this fire at West Liberty. But I do want to extend an olive branch if you are displaced and you need some work temporarily, not permanent, just temporary. If you need something to get you through until things get built back up. And over at West Liberty, again, I don't know the extent of the damages, but if you get displaced and you find yourself without any income, please reach out to the Brigham City branch and or the Logan branch, any one of our branches, but those are the closest ones. And let's see if we can find you some temporary work to keep some income. We got the holidays coming up, and this is just one more thing that, adds to a financial crisis for many families. So if you find yourself displaced, please call us, and we will see if we can find you something temporarily. All right, we have Derek Cooper here that just joined us. Thanks, Derek. He's the on-site out at Fresenius. We are going to talk about our virtual job fair real quick. That is going to be next Friday. So Friday from now, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., we're going to have HR managers from some of the best companies in Northern Utah. We're going to have recruiters, branch managers. We're going to be talking about jobs, and you can interact with us live. And we're going to talk about every single position that's out there and how you can apply and how you can get the job of your dreams. And that'll be Friday. Make sure you RSVP in this group. That'll be October 9th, 11 to 2. What I'd like to do now is just actually talk about jobs. We got enough people here representing quite a few different companies, and let's jump into it. So maybe Derek, we could start with you.
Sure, that'd be great. Yeah, so I'm on-site manager at Fresenius Medical Care, company that makes dialyzers and medical supplies for people with kidney failure. Great company to work for, great opportunity for you to grow and to have a career opportunity. They do also tuition reimbursements. You can be going to school while working at Fresenius. This is an opportunity. We have days and graves available. And making these medical supplies, you're going to be working 12-hour shifts. And that one is going to be 3.5 days that you work a week and 3.5 days that you're off. So it's a great shift. If you get used to those 12-hour shifts, then you're working half the week, but you're off half the week. And a lot of people really like that shift, and they really like that. Then if you look at the equation, that means you're working 15 days out of the month, but you're off 15 days out of the month. So half of the month you're working, half the month you're off. And
that's my favorite schedule.
Yeah, it really works out for a lot of people. And then there is sometimes opportunities for overtime too. So just by working one other half shift, so where you work 4 12-hour days, now all of a sudden you got 6 extra hours of overtime just right off the bat. And so there is opportunities out there, and we have different lines that are available. Some is outside working in the warehouse, packaging and getting things product ready to be shipped. Others are in what we call in the fill room or in the clean room. So you're putting on like a lab coat and hairnet and beard nets to make sure you're clean and sterile, and so we don't contaminate any of those medical supplies.
Awesome. So we have openings on pretty much all shifts, most departments. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, we do. We have openings all across the board, mostly on the days, the second half of the week, and the nights, the second half of the week. So if you're okay with working Wednesday to Saturdays, that's where I need you, and I would be happy to get you started. They do have a requirement of a high school diploma. or a GED. And so just some type of education that you can prove that you have that done. We'd be happy to get you started on a long-term assignment to get you hired on out there.
Awesome. All right. So Fresenius Medical Care, openings on all shifts, all departments, great pay, $14 to $15.50 an hour. And Derek is there to help you get onboarded and integrate well. We have a paid training that's virtual, just like this right here, to get you started before you head out there. So if that sounds like a good fit for you, or you want to know more, call any one of our offices and ask about Fresenius. You can also apply at elwoodjobs.com, click on the medical device production position, and that's another way you can get more details and apply. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you.
I want to add here, I forgot to mention some good news that I meant to start with is one of our clients, Envy, that we partner with and staff for, they just announced they are raising their wages for temp to hire, base pay starting at $14 an hour. So if you like composite manufacturing, if you're a hobbyist, you love mountain biking, temp to hire to get your foot in the door, $14 an hour. That is a $3 bump from where they were yesterday. So that is very exciting news. We are just happy that Envy decided to bring those wages up for temp to hire so they can bring talented individuals like yourself into those composite manufacturing positions, as well as quite a few others. So please check those positions out. All right, thanks. Let's jump over. I want to hear from Layton, Isabella. I know we've got some openings there. Why don't you share what's open in the Layton market?
Hi, everybody. So my name is Isabella, and I'm a recruiter here in Layton. So we do have a lot of job openings available for our Smith's Bakery and also the dairy. So we just got a bunch of orders at the dairy just now, all shifts.
I love
doing
ice cream. Can I eat it when I'm palletizing? I would get fired from every job we have because I'm like, oh, ice cream, donuts, all right. Except for dog food. I don't know if I'd eat dog food, but
yeah.
So I might make it at Alphia, Eric. That's maybe my place.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but they have like different shifts out there. They have novelties where you're counting popsicles, bagging popsicles, counting ice cream sandwiches, boxing up ice cream sandwiches. We also have like empty case where you're physically demanding. So if you want to work out, that's another job you could do. But yeah, we have all shifts available, days, swings, graves, ranging from $13 to $13.50 over at our Smith's Dairy, and they're wanting people to start pretty immediately.
All right. Yes. And then we have openings in the Smith's Bakery as well. Tell us a little bit about those positions.
Yeah, with those positions, it's working with bakery production. So they have you counting different baked goods, mostly like cupcakes, muffins, and stuff like that, pulling them off the racks. They're going to start
Eating
with
them.
the holiday season. They're going to start having people decorate cupcakes and putting frosting on, putting sprinkles. So that's something fun to do.
Yes, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it is. I went over there a couple times, and like just being in the bakery, it smells so good over there.
It kills me. I'm trying to be gluten-free. This doesn't help me.
Yeah.
All right. And then let's highlight a couple more openings. We have some openings in Lifetime, $14 to $15.50 an hour.
Yeah, we do. We work with metal production, and we also have plastics production open. We have days, swings, and graves, so all shifts available from $14 to $15.50. And they're also temp to hire. They're a really good company to work with, and you know, it's a great stepping stone into that company.
Yeah, absolutely. You get paid even more when you get hired on. So yeah, if you've got composite manufacturing experience, production experience, if you've worked with plastics or metals, Lifetime would definitely be a good springboard for you in your career if you're looking to move up and make a little bit more and find something long term. All right, Isabella, thank you. let's jump over to Annette before we lose her again. Annette, it's all yours. Tell us what you have open. I can't hear you. We got to get you one of these little fancy mics.
Yes.
There you go.
Yep.
Never mind. Not.
Got you for like 3 seconds.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so Eric's going to highlight what Annette was going to say.
So Annette,
Eric, it's all
Annette's
yours.
our on-site manager with ES Quality, which is a company that's focused on quality and inspection, sub-vendor for Autoliv. And they have openings on all shifts out there, including day shift. A lot of our customers are very night focused. Autoliv production is very night focused right now, swings and graves. But at ES Quality, we have openings on days, swings, and graves. And we can do even part-time out there, which a lot of production customers can't. But the inspection company, we can do either the first half or the second half of a day shift or a swing shift or a grave shift. So we have, can do 20 hours or so a week if that's preferable, or we can do the full shift, normally averaging about 40 hours a week. $12 on days. There is a shift differential, so it pays $12.96 on swings or graves. And it is inspecting product and making sure that it meets specifications, either materials that are coming in the door to Autoliv before they're used in the production process, or product that's been manufactured and put together before it goes out the door. So Autoliv is making life-saving products, and this is making sure that the different materials in those life-saving products meet the specifications. So it's definitely an extension of that and important work. It's not as physical as the production line. It's more, it's visual and touch, attention to detail, but it's not as fast-paced or physical as working in the manufacturing side. So if that scares you off a little bit about being in a production environment, that's one of the reasons why maybe the inspection side of things would be a better fit. Where did Ashley go?
That was a fun way of taking a phone call.
That's really
I
fun.
take
They're
phone
very
calls
team.
from my desk sometimes too. It's normal.
Net's team is really fun. It's a very team-driven group. So you're definitely, like I said, you're working with the same people, and it's not if you don't want to be one of 1,000, if you'd rather be one of like a group of 50 or so, it's definitely more of that type of environment. So again, one of the great things about our industry is we work with so many different customers, so many different setups. So the best thing is just to call us or email us or apply, so we can talk to you about what would be the right fit as far as type of environment, type of setup, type of group. You're more individualized. Like I said, a lot of times the inspection can be more, you're just working on your stuff and kind of have to be in your zone to make sure your things are proper. So if you're kind of more that versus having to be constantly connected to everybody else, ES Quality might be the right job for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well stated, Eric. Exactly how Annette would have said it. So thank you for that.
Sure.
All right. So for those of you that are tuning in, whether you've been watching this whole time or just jumping in, we're highlighting all the different openings we have right now in the Ogden and Layton market, even a couple jobs maybe further north. We've highlighted Fresenius Medical Care. We have openings on all shifts, all departments, lots of excitement going on at Fresenius. And I'm going to say this till, someone changes my mind. There's a lot of good cafeterias at lots of different companies, but I got to tell you, Fresenius has the best. I would rather eat at Fresenius than any restaurant. And that's terrible to say, or maybe it's not. I might take my wife on a date there to the cafeteria. It's just so good and it's cheap. So great amenities and great company. So definitely, if you're interested, if you want more info, give us a call, any one of our offices, and we would be happy to help you. Then we highlighted some positions in Layton with Smith's. The dairy have openings on all shifts. Great pay, $13 to $13.50 an hour. We have openings in the bakery. Pick your own shifts. You can work 1 12-hour shift or 6 12-hour shifts. It's up to you. Pick your days. Pick your time that you want to start, days or nights. highlighted some openings in lifetime, temp to hire, both in plastics and metals. And then Eric just highlighted a nets openings for ES quality. Whew. So that's all of the last 15 minutes. So now, Eric, why don't you highlight another position or two in your branch that you're recruiting for right now?
Sure. Before I do that, two things I want to do real quick, Steve. You mentioned at the beginning about West Liberty. So we don't have anybody on our call today from Brigham or Logan. So I just wanted to share those offices' numbers. So if somebody's
Perfect.
watching, didn't have to look that up while you're dealing with everything else. Brigham office's number by call or text is 435-723-2450. And then if you're in Cache County, their number is 435-750-0886. And again, any of our branch numbers can be called or text for follow-up or to reach out about information. And like Stephen mentioned at the beginning, those of you that might have been affected by the West Liberty situation, even if you're just looking for something, how do I keep things going while we figure out what's going on there, temporary or short-term opportunities, those offices would be happy to help in addition to our offices in Weber and Davis County.
Absolutely.
I wanted to hit was yesterday was a good friend of mine, Derek Cooper's birthday, and I forgot to tell him happy birthday.
Hey, I didn't know that. I forgot. That's why you were off yesterday. Oh my gosh.
Why I was
Happy
off.
birthday.
Although it's a day late, I've never done it this publicly before. So happy birthday, Coop. I hope you had a great day off and have a fun weekend this weekend with your wife and your gals. So
Thank you. I will. Thank you.
You keep trying to catch up, but I keep staying ahead. So
But maybe that's how we need to share employee birthdays just publicly on a Facebook Live. That's going to be the new way.
New rite of passage.
Yeah.
Have to have a cake with the right number of candles in front of you too. So.
Oh, and there you go.
That's awesome. Thanks, Eric. Okay.
But going back to openings, we talked a little bit about ES quality, and those positions are a little different than the production positions, and we do have production positions as well at Autoliv. So if you have more manufacturing or warehousing experience and want to do that and like that fast-paced environment and are comfortable doing a pre-employment physical and those things, again, we do have openings primarily on swings and graves at Autoliv in addition to the inspection positions. And then our office, another customer we work with is Alphia. You mentioned them a little earlier, Stephen, pet food manufacturing, formerly American Nutrition. They do 12-hour shifts out there, kind of like Derek's. The difference is they are on a rotating schedule. So they do 2 on, 2 off, 3 on 1 week, and then you do the opposite the next week. So you don't have a first half of the week, second half of the week schedule like Fresenius, but it is the same dynamic where you're working a couple days, off a couple, you're not working 7 days a week. The idea is to rotate and have some time off, and it's in like blocks. But you have to be available to work every day of the week because whatever you work 1 week, you work the opposite the next week. Those positions pay 14 to 15 on days, and they pay a $2 differential on nights. So we get laborers, we get machine operators. Start times are either 5 or 7, either AM or PM, depending on days and swings. So we have like some confirmed labor and machine operator positions, some of those requiring some forklift experience on nights. And we know the day shift needs help as well. So those positions are in Central Ogden, 28th and Wall. So if you're here in mid-Ogden or need somewhere that's easily accessible by public transportation, it's literally like 3 blocks from Union Station and that whole transportation hub. And like I said, it doesn't smell like roses, and it's you're not being paid just to stand and hold up the wall. Definitely is. You're definitely going to earn your pay, but if you're a hard worker, don't mind the smell of pet food or pet food manufacturing. Like I said, it's a great opportunity. They've had some new management. They've upped their pay and their differentials over the course of the summer, and their potential temp to hire opportunities are looking to add people to their organization as they are growing.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, so we are 20 minutes in. This has gone fast, but for those of you that are tuning in or will watch this later, we've highlighted a lot of openings, and this is just a small percentage of what we have out there. We've got quite a few openings at Nutraceutical, every department, every shift, very flexible schedule for students, for parents, for full-time work, part-time work, even have some positions if you're 16, 17 years old that we could skill market you over at Nutraceutical. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, let us know, call us, and we'll see if you're a good fit. Eric just mentioned Alphia, great company, great positions, great pay, as well as Autoliv. After Autoliv announced its wage increase, all of those openings that were out there, that's going away. They're getting smaller and smaller, and pretty soon there's not going to be a lot of openings over there. And so if you're looking for that 17.28 an hour on the swings and day shift, swing shift, that's what we're looking for. Swing shift. If you want swing shift, 17.28 an hour, great opportunity. And some day shift as well. But those positions are going to go fast. And I'm going to make a prediction here and say at the end of October, all of these openings that every company has out there, every agency, every manufacturer, end of October, there's not going to be very many left. People are taking advantage of these great opportunities. They're making their next career move. They're moving up in their career, and people that are still unemployed are rushing back to the market. The unemployment data is showing that there's a huge drop in people claiming benefits from 1 week to the next. They're getting back to the workforce, which means those opportunities for you to get a better job, and you can define better however you want. It could be better pay, better benefits, better shift, better work-life balance, anything that's better to you. Those are going to go fast, and we've got only 2-3 weeks left before that everyone rushes the market and the jobs are filled. So if you're looking for that next career move, now is the time to make it. Speaking of career moves, we have some internal openings because of this tremendous growth. So if I'm looking for staffing recruiters, I'm looking for seasonal staffing recruiters, seasonal staffing assistants. I'm looking for full-time administrative clerical on-site person that can be there taking care of all the back-end things. So if you love operations and Excel and Microsoft Teams, like this is the job for you. If we're hiring on-site managers and on-site specialists. So if you want to be at our client companies, taking care of our associates, making sure they integrate well, like Derek does and like Annette does, now's your time. We have the openings, and again, those will go quick as well. And you can send your email or your resume to my email, steven.farrell@elwoodstaffing.com. It's right above in the description, as well as to the side if you're watching this full screen. And you can also apply on indeedjob.com, and those resumes will come into us. With that, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We've got a lot of openings. They're listed above, and we have a lot more that are not listed. A lot of companies need help. They're going to go fast. So if you've been thinking about making that career move, now is the time. There's no better time in the present, and these jobs are going to go fast. So click above elwoodjobs.com or call us. Eric's got the phone number behind him for his branch, 801-621-2770. And, just tell us what you're looking for. Tell us your unique, schedule that you have and what you're looking for in a schedule and in an income and as a type of work you want to do. And we'll just line that up with the right 2 or 3 opportunities that will be the best match for you. I'm signing out, guys. Thank you, everybody. 25 minutes into this. It's a Friday afternoon. I don't want to hold you guys up any longer, but know that Elwood is open. We're open 24/7. You can call or text us. Probably text if it's on the weekends because, everybody likes to text. And we'll put you to work. Thanks, guys.
Okay. See you guys.
Let's hit it with some cool
Bye.
music.